What's going on? It's Brother Jacob, and we're here for a daily devotion. Yeah. So our first for today, going deeper in it, like we always do, is Romans chapter 12, verse 3. And it says, "For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly according to God hath dealt to every man the measure of faith." So I want to pray and we can go deeper in these verses. Humbly gracious Father, Lord, I come to your throne, Lord. Lord, please help someone to understand and comprehend this message that's coming out of me, Lord, and be able to use them and live by you day by day, Lord. And just help them be a light, Lord. Help them to be safe. Help them, just guide them through whatever they're doing, and just help them to follow you and obey you, Lord. And just please help to everyone, whoever's watching my video right now, please help them and guide them in their daily lives, Lord. And I do all this in Holy Ghost name, amen. So let's go deeper in these verses, shall we? The Atomic version reads, "The grace of God, and so too of Stephen's copies, by which the apostles intend, not the eternal grace which was wrought in his soul, nor the gospel of the grace of God which he preached, nor the gifts of grace which qualified him for that service, but the grace of apostleship, or the adorative power, which he, as the apostle, received from Christ to say, command, give orders and instructions to churches, particularly persons. Every member of the church, in whatsoever state or condition, whether in office or not, of whatsoever ability or capability, having gifts, whether more or less, this manifestation of the Spirit being given to everyone to profit with, for his own and the good of others. That is, either not to arrogate to himself what does not belong to him, and distract from others who may have equal, if not superior abilities to him, or not to glory in what he has, as if he had not received it, and as if it all was altogether owing to his own sagacity, penetration, diligent and industrial, or not to search into things too high for him that are out of his reach and beyond his capacity. Though this is not to be understood as discouraging a search into the scriptures of truth, the more difficult parts of it, the more knotty points of controversy, but as forbidding equally into things not lawful to be searched into, or it lawful as requiring such a quantity to be made, which modesties and a humble dependence on the superior light and assistance, and the discovery of which humility and lowliness of mind. Such ought to consider that what gives ability, light, and knowledge they have then, not to themselves, but from God, that they have not all faith and all knowledge, or do not know the whole of the faith of the gospel, only a measure of it, which is dealt out, divided and imparted to every man, some having a greater degree of evangelist light than others, and that all have some, but none at all. The Savarac version renders it faith in measures. Of one of the Stephen's copies read the measure of grace. In Ephesians chapter 4 verse 7 says, but unto every one of us is given grace according to the measure of gift of Christ. So that is our daily devotion today. I hope that you liked it. I hope that you understand it. So I'll see y'all tomorrow for another daily devotion and prayer time. So that should go good like it always does. So I'll see y'all guys tomorrow. This is Brother Jacob, and bye.